In a world where local musicians and artists are unrated, underappreciated, battered, abused, and swept under the rug, living show to show without benefits like medieval gestures. Underplayed and Underpaid. Real local music. We've gone rogue. Email us at bryancfru@gmail.com. Viewer discretion is advised. Tolerance is recommended.
Welcome to another installment of Underplayed Underpaid. I'm Bryancfru. If you want to get a hold of me, it's bryancfru@gmail.com. Just send me an email and I'll figure out a way to have you either in my secret spot, cook some food for you, and do an interview, promote your art or your comedy or whatever. We've done multiple things here. And how about we just get right into the interview? If you could introduce yourself to the viewers and the subs, tell them a little bit about what you do.
I'm Jason Schaller. I'm a vocalist in a Shanghai metal band, and basically, I actually came from Guelph originally. Like I went there, I was studying biology. Then I went there for like Chinese. I was studying Chinese after, and I went there for like a 3-month exchange program. And I was like, oh man, this place is fucking awesome.
Nice.
And so I sort of never came back, and I was like 6 years ago. But yeah.
So you're in a band.
Yeah. Metal band. Name is Hitobashira. It's Japanese. So we're foreigners in China doing a metal band with a Japanese name, and it's a pretty cool name. Our guitarist he studied a bit of Japanese culture and language, and basically it's because Japan's on a fault line. They have like earthquakes and like tsunamis and stuff all the time. So they somehow associated like sacrificing somebody to bringing them a period of no earthquakes and tsunamis or no anger from the gods or something, whatever. But that's what it means. It's like when you sacrifice somebody to build like infrastructure. And sometimes like I think like I don't actually know this. I might be talking on my ass, but like they'd like have somebody and like they build the infrastructure around them like a hollow area of brick, and they would just like die there. Maybe they stab them before to speed it up. I don't know if this is true or not. But somehow found its way into my head and my association with the name.
Nice. That's totally fair. How long has Hitobashira been together as a band?
Almost 2 years. But like our first show was like a Marilyn Manson cover thing in Shanghai, like this place called Yuyantang area. They have like 4 bands, like local bands. Pick a well-known famous band, and they play them for Halloween. They do a set, their songs. So like our first show, we did like Marilyn Manson for Halloween, and we just like hated Marilyn Manson at the end because it delayed us like doing our own show for like 4 months. We had to just fucking practice Marilyn Manson songs for like the months coming up to the show, and we couldn't like practice our own songs. But anyways, that was technically our first show, October 2 years ago.
Nice. You already said you did metal band. Who would you sound like if somebody was to ask you, what's a popular reference?
It depends. There's how I view how we sound.
Sure.
And how we actually sound. I want to say like we're Pantera, Alice in Chains, and Tool put together, and they had some offspring spawn. And that's what we sound like. We don't sound anything like that. And we're just like bad new metal.
If the viewers and the subs would like to check out your sound, is there a place online that
yep.
you use it?
We have good luck spelling this. Hitobashira bandcamp.com. We got stuff there, and we have a Facebook. It's just like Hitobashira, Facebook/Hitobashira band. And if you could figure out how to spell Hitobashira, add band onto it, and just search your website, and we're probably on it.
If you can also find the Underplayed Underpaid page, all the things for Hitobashira are going to be listed right there, and you can just click on it, and also click a like on the Underplayed Underpaid page as well, of course.
It's easier than trying to spell it.
Definitely. Musical influences. What are your personal musical influences, Jason?
Well, relative to metal, like I have like, obviously everyone's got like 50 musical influences. Relative to metal, strongest ones I'd say, definitely fucking Pantera. Mudvayne, first 2 albums. I only accept first 2 albums. Slipknot, first 3 albums. Maybe Korn, I'll give Korn. Like, new metal, but listen, hey, I know new metal is new metal, but I didn't realize how bad it was till someone told me like Limp Bizkit was new metal.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I never listened to Limp Bizkit, I swear to God. But I didn't know new metal was like a bad thing to say until like someone was like, you know, Limp Bizkit's new metal. I'm like, yeah, like I knew stigma on him, and then I heard his stuff, and like, shit. I was like, so I've been hesitant to like say to use new metal as an influence, but like, yeah, Slipknot. Sorry, sort of tangent there, but yeah, Slipknot, Mudvayne, Pantera, and actually like Tool, Alice in Chains. So I haven't incorporated any of their styles into it, but they are inspirations to me. But I've never incorporated that entire sound.
Nice. And what is the writing process for the band Hitobashira?
Well, it's mainly our guitarist, Clive. Like, he writes it all. Like, originally, like, I had a previous band in Shanghai, a punk hardcore band, I don't know what the fuck. But, I was like guitarist, vocals, and then, like, my buddy on bass. And Clive, our guitarist, our current guitarist, was drums in our past band, in PVA. And so, like, when we decided like to make another band, because we're just like, we wanted to do more metal, and Jan wasn't really down for metal, and that's cool and stuff. And then we took a break after we toured in Japan or something, and like we just started making metal and stuff. And then it was more I wanted to do. Like I loved PVA. PVA was fucking awesome, but like this is what I wanted to do. I didn't want to play guitar. I just wanted to do vocals. And so we got into that, and yeah, I have
Writing process.
no, oh yeah, thanks. I was gonna say, like, I officially forgot how it started. What the fuck I was answering. So after that, like, I had like a bunch of guitar riffs and metal shit I wanted to put into PVA, because I was always trying to make more metal. And so Clive started playing guitar, or like, took up guitar for the new band. So I sent him a bunch of riffs. I don't really know how many I could. There's only really one of our songs that I could say, oh, I wrote that riff. The other ones, I'm like, I don't know, maybe that was mine. I don't really know. So originally it was me and Clive, but like Clive is just like taking it, our guitarist, and he's just like writing some sick ass fucking riffs now. So it's pretty much him.
Nice.
And when you think about it, like, nobody else in the band can really like write riffs. Like, the drummer can't really come up with something and just be like, this is my idea for a song, because it's harder with a drum line to make a song based on drums.
Mm-hmm.
Bass probably could. Actually, singer probably could too if they had like a good melody. I guess most of us could probably write a song, but anyways, Clive the guitarist writes most of the songs.
And you do the vocals. What kind of vocal training do you have?
Any vocal training?
Just
No.
practice.
It's well, like before I went to like Guelph, I was like jamming in Brampton. And I was like, it's something that just it clicks one time. Screaming, and it's not screaming like you're actually like yelling for like fire, my house on fire, somebody help me. Like, you're not using adrenaline and shit. It just sort of like, it slowly like scrapes off the back of your throat. It's like a really light thing, like this paper flailing in the wind, and just like get it to the right frequency.
Okay.
So it's like, it's a light thing, and you just keep trying all these things and whatever, and then it just it's the way I found out, not the general way to do it. And then eventually, just one time, you hit that sound, and like you just sort of like move your muscles towards forming a structure that'll make that sound when you blow out air, whatever the fuck. Sorry.
Alright.
That's my vocal training.
How'd you end up moving to China then?
Well, I was originally at Guelph, studying biology. I did that for like 5 years, and like 2 years before I was done Guelph, I saw like an ad on the wall. It's like Guelph Chinese program, learn Chinese. And I was like, yeah, wow, that'd be crazy. Like, it's just, what if I learn Chinese? What if I learn? It's like something like learning to do something that's really cool, but you don't really see the immediate value in it. Like it's like, what if I learned to like do a backflip or something cool that you don't really need to learn, but like if you did it, just be like something that you could like put some value on. It's like that's a cool thing I learned. I took some effort in, whatever. So it's like, all right. So I decided to learn it. And I went to the classes in Guelph, and the first year I did all right. Like I'm not good at languages or anything. I have no predisposition for learning new languages. But I did alright and stuff, and but like the thing was like I was gonna do it. I did the next year, but over the summer I didn't study or review or anything because I'm a terrible student. But really, who the fuck reviews all summer for anything?
Right.
But anyway, so I didn't review or anything, and when we came back, I just forgot everything, and we had to progress from where we last were, and shit, man, like. This is like a long tangent. I remember the question, but so it's like, all right. So I came back to somewhere like, and it was just terrible to catch up in Chinese. So after that, after the second year, there was like an exchange program where you could actually go to a country of whatever language you're studying.
Right.
And I was like, just immerse yourself there for like 3 months. I'm like, all right, good. I'll do this. This will like set me out. Like, there's no way I can't avoid not studying because I'm living in it all the time. Mm-hmm. So even no matter how lazy I am, I'm still gonna be forced to study, and I will get this fucking language down. So I went there, and I totally did not study at all. I even speak Chinese.
By Chinese, you mean Mandarin or Cantonese?
Mandarin, sorry, yeah, to clarify, Mandarin. Okay. Mandarin is what mainland speaks. Cantonese is Hong Kong and the south of mainland, but
okay.
And Taiwanese speak Mandarin, but they still have their own dialect and they speak English as well. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, I didn't learn. I just went out all the time and shit and just got drunk and pretty much wasted my time. Oh, I didn't waste it. Like I made connections and stuff. Like I went to Inferno's a metal bar in Shanghai. I know it's a live house as well. Live house. Nobody knows what live house means when I say it, but live house is somewhere that people can perform shows at and play music. So Inferno was originally was a metal bar, just a metal bar, and like everybody played that night in Shanghai. They go to Inferno after. So I was at Inferno because I love music, metal, I should say. And but it was like too expensive because it's like even in Shanghai it's like $10 a beer.
Really?
Yeah, in Shanghai, but like they have actually like real beer and shit and real alcohol, and they're like one of a kind. It's only them for metal. So it'd be like my Disneyland, because I wasn't really making any money. I started teaching, but I was like working like 4 days a week, like 15 hours. So I just had enough money to survive, but I couldn't really spend it on Inferno. So it'd be like my Disneyland. Like every 3 months I'd go back and shit, and like meet people and talk to people and shit. And second, I started getting tattoos in Shanghai, and I was looking for a tattoo shop, and my friend had her tongue pierced a Shanghai tattoo, and she recommended it for me. And Shanghai tattoo is like, it's a tattoo parlor, but it's all gothic and like metal. And there's like a bar there, there's like a pool table, and like a balcony and shit, and you can just like go there and hang out and drink and shit. It's like, this is awesome. This was like within 3 months I found like 2 metal ass places, and like it just like revamped metal in me. And from there, like I met like other people who were playing bands. I met Brian Murdoch. He's from Miami. He's like probably the greatest guitar player that I know. Not the greatest in the world, but like the greatest person I've ever seen to play guitar. Mm. And we did like a 9 Inch Nails cover band for the Halloween party I was talking about like the year before. And from there I just like met people and shit. And so yeah, I met Leon, like the bassist in PVA. And through Brian I met Clyde, who's the drummer. And yeah, like, that's how it all started. And then like I just keep playing, meet other people and stuff. And Josh is our drummer. He came in and he married Ting. Like Ting met him in America when she was touring around doing tattoos. Okay. And he came and lived for a bit, and then they clicked well. Like he came in to see her for a bit, but everything worked. So he married her, and so that's like how I was jamming with Josh, and Clyde came in and we jammed with him, and then like PBA had a resting point. Then we took the Marilyn Manson thing and whatever the fuck, and that's how it formed. Is that even the fucking question? I don't know.
Well, I asked you that in the working on getting you to know and become familiar with the questions, but I think the question was, how did you move to China? It's okay. You're giving more information than I'm asking, which is even better. Then I don't have to ask the question.
Sorry, man.
Now, what about
Yep.
when you guys do create your songs? What motivates? What inspires the songs? Like, what do you tend to write songs about?
Justice.
Yeah.
No, well, as I said, like, our guitarist Clyde, he writes the songs, he comes up with beats. Sometimes he does, like, mathematically, like, he'll just, because, like, a lot of metal now, there's, like, a lot of metal where you do, like, clever things.
Yeah.
You don't play it, like, just because it automatically sounds good. It's, like, it's a clever thing to construct. So that creates, like, a weird sort of rhythm. So, I guess the theme of the song, in the end, comes from me, because I make the lyrics. And usually I make the melody. Sometimes actually Clive helps me out. But I make the melody and I make the lyrics, and then I choose the name of the song. Mm-hmm. So I guess in the end I do it. But when they make like mathematical, sort of like weird angle music where it just changes suddenly into like a weird sort of shape or time signature, it's more like the vocals don't become like melody anymore. They're more of another piece of rhythm.
I see.
So it's like dun, dun, dun. So you have to like make a melody that like just is a complementary rhythm. So it becomes more like I have like 3 levels of grunt. Like I can't do them. I haven't done them in like a month now. I'm a shitty vocalist. Anyway, so like there's like 3 levels of grunt, maybe 4. And so you just like you pick 1 out of 4 levels to do it, and at what time you do it. But it really becomes more of a rhythm. It's like rhythm first for vocals. And so writing the vocals, I just like tap out a rhythm to it before and come up with something shitty and disappoint the band. That's the process.
Okay, so the song Vermin. what is the song, the lyrics about?
You know, one of our songs. Oh, I did homework.
Oh yeah, I listened for like 3 hours last night.
Why would you do that to yourself?
To get to know my guests. I've been doing this for 6.5 years now.
Fair enough.
So Vermin, what's
Vermin's it's a war song. We're not like political activists or anything, or we don't take anything seriously, but it's like a war song. It's basically the imagery we had was like going to Vietnam and like them saying, the commanders or generals, whatever the fuck, I don't know, whoever gives the orders to kill people, they're saying like, they're not human, they're subhuman, they're like vermin, they don't feel or shit and stuff. Go in there, kill them, don't worry about it. They're not like real human, they're savages, whatever. So it's like sending people in, convincing them that they're just rats that need to be exterminated.
Fair. Okay, and then and that was my favorite song of the was it 5 that are posted?
Really, that was a Rika song, man.
I like that.
Come on.
Specifically, the tempo changes.
You didn't have a sacrifice. Fight, Debris.
They were all great songs, but I liked your vocal instrument in that particular song. Yeah, because you said it was an instrument. You used your vocal instrument.
I didn't say that. I remember
said
that.
I know you didn't.
He's paraphrasing.
And then Obey. What's Obey about?
That was also based on imagery. But that imagery was like directly from our guitarist Clyde. And he just I don't know, for some reason, he's like, he just pictures like a Nazi soldier like just doing stuff he doesn't want to do, and then in the end he like looks himself in the mirror and realizes like, I'm this piece of shit, like, it's nothing, they didn't make me this way, they just brought it out, was like always me sort of thing.
So similar content to the Vermin, just a different
No,
viewpoint?
not really. Locust is, but that's not online. But no, not really.
Is that the same realm? Fair.
It's just like a person who's just been denying themselves that they're evil the whole time, or sort of thing, and then they just give in and be like, you know what, fuck, I was always this way, and they enjoy it and gain power from it after.
Oh, okay. So wait, check out these songs again at hitobashiraband.bandcamp.com, right?
Yep. Good luck spelling that.
Go to the Underplayed Underpaid page, it's already there. So, another band, Malaruckus, that I have interviewed in the past, they told me that they need to submit their lyrics to the officials in order to be able to perform their own music. They need to have the track name.
They're China-based?
Yeah,
Malaruckus.
Malaruckus is what they...
In Dali?
The word Dalian. Dali, I think that's the name of the district.
I'm very surprisingly uneducated about China for how long I've been there.
Well, they just recently moved to Reykjavik because I guess the officials came in and they hadn't submitted the lyrics to the songs that they were performing in the guy's club. Alex Montero owned a club, and they were apparently interrogated for a month, held and interrogated for a month.
Wow.
So which is why it brings up this question.
Well, you gotta start over with the question. That's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
How are we framing this question?
So, and I spoke with you on the Jupy Jazz patio about this previously. You said that you make your lyrics rather unintelligible so that it's not something that the officials can actually decipher.
No, but I think that's a way cooler way to put it. From now on, I'm gonna start saying that.
Yeah, so you told me that last time. I promise.
I did not say that, but from now on, I'm gonna say that. No, my lyrics aren't unintelligible for a reason. Well, the only reason is like I can only make certain sounds while pronouncing words. So I was screaming the way I do it. Like I'm a shitty screamer, so I have to like use tricks and stuff and to like fucking make it sound like it's screaming or whatever.
Okay.
But that limits me to how much I can pronounce with my mouth in terms of words. So sometimes I just have to like combine like L's and R's and M and N's and what I have no idea. But I have to like combine them, and like I only have such a range to pronounce words, but like so I write lyrics and I can't pronounce half of them because of the range. I try to like stretch it and shit. I don't make it intentionally unintelligible. It's a consequence of just how shitty a screamer I am. And
I'll give yourself more credit.
Well, I'm pretty good.
There you go. Now, would you say, in your opinion, is Shanghai a more progressive city in China?
Relatively, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got like its own, not autonomy, but something like that, where it's just recognized like it's a international city. Its value systems aren't like traditional Chinese, just supporting some things that are iffy or whatever the hell. Not iffy. Oh god, I use the word iffy. They're pretty much like China's like, all right, do what you gotta do, Shanghai, sort of thing. So it is progressive, but there's still like they're putting progressiveness. They're mixing it with like old culture at the same time, because like there's a lot of older generations out there, and once again I've forgotten the original question.
Is Shanghai progressive in your opinion?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. What would patrons expect to witness at a Hitobashira show? Lights, lights, smoke, electricity, people jumping off the stage, or like your brother shows and the lead singer cutting himself. Do you cut yourself on stage?
No.
Good.
No. I'd say 3 words: ecstasy, power, and love.
Fair.
Yeah, it's not real. I'd expect a Hitobashira show. Depending on, assuming that we haven't drank too much, because some of us tend to do that in the band. But now we're good. But no, it'd just be like a raw show, and everybody's just like got their own like character on stage, and we do our character. And like Cloud guitars, like for a while he had like a soccer coach thing, where like a pedophilic soccer coach, and just had a mustache and like dark aviators, and he's bald as well, and just had like a headband around him, and he's like playing it with a whistle in his mouth, just like doing his own character. Our drummer Josh, he's a fully tattooed like big guy with like a huge ass beard, like a foreigner, and he's like fucking like looking at the crowd and like slitting throats while he's drumming with the sticks and shit. So we all got like our own characters. So like a performance is like people just, I don't know, depends on the place too. Like if it's in Shanghai, everyone's like they know us and stuff, or Beijing or whatever, then and everyone's like moshing, going places. Everyone's moshing, like moving around and shit. But if we go to like other cities, it depends. There's one time with my last band PBA, but this could happen to Hitobashira as well. We were just playing in a club. Like they had like tall tables and like bottle service, and they were just like all seated around the stage. And like we did that with Dirty Fingers, another Shanghai band. And so we're just like playing, like punking out or whatever in front of these people, and they're like just with their bottle service and stuff and their bow ties. And at the end, they're like, they're all clapping, like, oh, this is awesome. And they want to get pictures of us and stuff, but like no one like asked for like a CD or anything.
Oh, yeah.
It's more like we're just like a circus thing, like dancing in a cage. Excuse me.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years with Hitobashira?
I don't know.
Do you have any hopes to
Oh, I have hopes that every band hopes.
Yeah. With any goals with the band?
Just be like fucking, just being like part of a big movement of metal, like just like be with other great metal bands and be up there with them, like just having a community of people like who make awesome fucking metal, just being part of it and progressing metal and shit.
So if any great huge bands happen to be listening and watching this interview, how do they get a hold of you in order to be like, hey, we're going to tour China, and we're going to bring you over here, we're going to tour the United States, we're going to tour Reykjavik or whatever?
I guess Facebook's the best way.
Yeah.
Because, even though it's banned in China, we still find ways to communicate with Facebook. But, Facebook, and I think it's like facebook.com/Hitobashira band. You'll find us. But, that's the best way. Just message us on that. That'd be cool.
What is China's general music scene like? What is popular in China right now?
Depends on the place. In Shanghai and Beijing are the centers of music in China, and Hong Kong and Taiwan are separate in ways I cannot discuss, so they won't let me back in.
Fair. That's actually where we're coming in. No, that's awesome.
But Beijing and Shanghai have the music scenes. Beijing stereotypically is the more hardcore, hard punk and metal scene in China.
Yeah.
Shanghai is different. Shanghai is all money, and it's like a bunch of people just not generalizing, but they came from like a more came from poverty, whatever the fuck, and just got like a lot of money, and then all of a sudden they're exploding. They want to hear music that's like cool, clean, like electric. You go into a club, the DJ's not taking over the show, he's creating like an atmosphere for everything.
Okay.
And you want to just experience it and be in like an atmosphere and flow in it. You don't want direct contact with bands. And I can understand that because it's pretty relaxing feeling to just not have to deal with the band. The band demands attention from you. So if you're into that, we want to like feed off the band, you go to a live show. But Shanghai is they just want like this music is part of the atmosphere, and there's someone like monitoring it, like a DJ who like says stuff once in a while and like keeps it going. But they don't want direct stuff. And so they just want more atmosphere, more rich atmosphere where they get bottle service and stuff, and like have money and throw around money and stuff, and be away from poverty. But I think like the next generation will just be part of money, and just be like, oh, we're bored with money, we need something more, and perhaps come more grungy or metal or whatever the fuck.
Nice.
But like I'm talking totally out of my ass here.
I hear that there's a lot of censorship going on in China. What is your opinion on that? And if you can't answer the question, that's okay too as well.
Lower advices me not to answer that question. No, censorship? No, I'll fully answer it. Well, there's internet censorship where they're like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that shit's like blocked or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the hell Twitter is yet. I still got an idea, but it's probably blocked too. It might not be. But they censor all that stuff. For shows, in terms of censorship, they have rules of what you can do and not do. But every show isn't inspected, and like, if you want to throw a show, you have to give all the band members their Chinese ID. If they're foreigner, you have to give a copy of their passport and shit. You have to provide like all the songs and all the lyrics. And I'm not gonna point out venues, but some venues decide to just throw the show and just not do that because it's ridiculous to do that amount of effort for each show, especially if it's just ridiculous. It's just stupid to like get an approval for every fucking show or event and stuff, and retarded.
Fair. Is there a religious influence in China that really stands out? Like over here, we obviously have Christianity. No.
Not religious. There's like perspectives and shit, but not religions.
And so it doesn't seep into the music. Okay.
Nope.
How do you see music affecting the population?
Of Chinese?
Yeah. Does it make them happy?
Our music,
Does it
I
make
guess,
them
in general.
aggressive? Like, is there one style of music that is really larger than all the others?
It's used to sell shit,
Okay.
get money. Lots of music is that in general, but to sell shit, get money from it.
Okay. Talk about China's current political climate. Is it a scary place to be?
No,
It's not like the U.S. I mean,
I don't pay attention.
huh?
I never pay attention in Canada, but I watch things once in a while or whatever the fuck, read an article, but no, I don't think there's anything scary happening in political climate. The North Korea thing, not at all. I'm not getting political.
Okay. Do you feel the Chinese authority allows the musical diversity that allows you to exist as Hitobashira?
You're gonna have to reset that question. That was a lot. You came at me really heavy. You didn't prepare me for that.
Right, that's why I wanted to go with the question too. Okay.
Well,
Do you feel the Chinese authority allows the musical diversity that allows you to exist as Hitobashira? Is it a facade due to the lyrical restrictions and dissent?
facade. You gotta use the word facade.
We can omit that question. It's kind of right.
No, you can say it. Anyways, no, we're pretty much free to do whatever the hell we want.
Okay.
We're not like singing. We're not making songs like "fuck the Communist Party" or anything like that. We're not doing anything really political. We're just like playing our shit, and they don't care. They don't want to expend the effort to control it.
Fair. So I sent you that article about Johnny McDonald.
I didn't read it.
Fair.
I was with people. Like, I was at a bar. You sent it to me like 2 hours ago. I was at a bar. I'm not gonna hey guys. Sorry, I'm gonna look on my phone for like 2 hours while you guys talk.
Okay, I'll just give you a summary then. So Johnny McDonald, our first Prime Minister in Canada, was a big-time racist jerk. Did a lot of really bad
they want to
things.
remove this thing from the schools. His name.
Yeah, that's right. Do you have an opinion on that?
Wow. It's pretty heavy. Not really. Context. It's context. None of us are there. What do you do? How do you benefit us? You can still learn about him. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You don't erase learning about him. If he's a name on a school, learn about him, even if he's a piece of shit by our standards. Like, it's almost like you're trying to hide him
Right.
by doing that. So yeah, his school's named as someone who he did a lot for the country and stuff, and he was also a piece of shit. I don't know. I don't know the history of Johnny McDonald, but I heard it's something along those lines. Yeah,
What
piece
do
of
you-
shit human being, whatever the fuck. Learn from him and stuff.
All right. Get a little later then. How do you prepare for a show? Do you have like a ritual? Do you have a certain meal that you have before a show?
I pour mink's blood over my caviar,
Yes.
and then
Mink?
I burn my genitals with a hemp-made candle,
Fantastic.
and that's my ritual, and it just gets me in the zone. No, I don't know. I'll have a couple beers and that's it. I would like, starting off I used to get fucking as drunk as I could get. I'm like, oh, we're gonna do this? I wanna get full maximum energy, full personality. Like, drink as much as I can, just be on stage and then just start threatening people. I almost got the shit kicked out of me in Mongolia for that. Cause I like, alright, we went to Mongolia to do a show, off topic. And we're playing the second day of a festival. And the first day they asked us like, you guys play and stuff, and we agreed and I did. But I was fucking hammered. Not to excuse myself. And then so we played the show and like when we played in Shanghai, like I just chirped the crowd. I was like, oh come on, you fucking pussy, you can mosh better than that and like that type of thing. I was doing that in Mongolia to people who don't know who the fuck we are. And I was like, oh come on, you fucking pussies, fucking mosh or whatever the fuck. I don't remember it, but it's what I'm told and it's definitely true. Because that's my personality. And like apparently like these old school like bikers or shit wanted to fucking beat the shit out of me or something like that. I don't think that like they didn't like pull me off stage. It wasn't like that dramatic or something. But like after a while, like these guys wanted to beat the shit out of you last night. I'm like, what guys? And like,
well, I'm glad they didn't.
as am I.
Fair. Do you have any mic control tips for anybody who's
Cup the fucking mic.
Cup the mic.
Gotta cup it. Not two hands though.
No.
Alright, two hands. You gotta be careful. One hand you cup it and brings out the mids and it like thickens out, makes a big slab of butter.
Fair. Your brother said the exact same thing because I asked him.
Wait, he said butter too?
No, he didn't say butter.
Alright,
But
that'd be weird. I'd really give him some credit. You gotta cup the mic. It brings out the mids and shit. Two hands, you get like just like fuck. I can't do it. I can't impersonate it because I don't have a fucking mic. But
Fair.
it's just like the deepest, darkest shit. But if you do it, you have to like control your level. If you do it too loud, it's just like feedback so hard. It's like, you got. But if you can do two hands on a mic and you can control it, it'll be fucking just deep, heavy. All the mids, it's just like a fucking fat water balloon that's about to explode, full of deep sound.
Nice.
But you can only do that like for climax. You can't do it the whole song.
Okay, so merch. You guys have like a slew of different type of merch, you know, like red
we're fucking,
bracelets.
our merch game is fucking sick. Alright, we've had like 8 different types of shirts.
Nice.
They're like baseball tees, like, I don't know, red, blue, orange, whatever the fuck, black. We had like CD ones, whatever the fuck. We had like a lot of shirts, we made buttons, we made lighters with our band and like the Facebook in China, because no one can use Facebook, but we still put on there anyways. Bottle openers, set pins, right? Like just shit mess of stickers. Like our drummer's a huge fan of Jean-Claude Van Damme, so we had like blood sports stickers, like fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme just like fucking flexing. It's like Hitobashira cross, and the other got the thumbs up in like Hitobashira. We're pretty much total sellouts. Like we're like Kiss. We're the Kiss of shittier new metal.
When you get back to China, if I was to contact you, be like, all right, I'm gonna throw $50 at your band. What would you send me?
$50. I don't know, probably $50. Really?
Okay, 75.
Oh, now you're speaking my language.
Okay, all right.
You get the Hitobashira VIP package available at hitobashira.com. I don't know, fuck, I'd send you a shirt and like as many different, we have like 20 different stickers, we have like 20 different shirts, I'd just send you like one of each or whatever the fuck. I don't know, I have to think about that and like use a calculator and like see the math.
Yeah, but you would.
I'm a businessman. I would give you something in return, and it'd be worth your while.
Awesome. All right, so yeah, I already talked about Malaruckus. If you haven't checked out Malaruckus, they just recently did a video, and like they were in Delhi in China, and they moved to Reykjavik again because they were held and basically quarantined for a month. And practically. But you can talk to them about it. Hopefully, I'll be able to do a Skype interview with Malaruckus again soon. But check them out. They got a really cool new video out. What are your favorite local bands? Guelph bands? Or
I don't really Guelph.
But you gotta have contact
Shanghai.
with people. Okay.
What do you mean Shanghai? How about I fucking have local bands here? I haven't lived here for 6 years.
Your brother's band?
Wow. Alright, yo, shut up. So, my brother's band's are awesome. Fucking Hitobashira, White Girl Wasted, sick ass motherfucking bands.
In front of me. In front of me. In front of me too.
Oh. I mentioned my own band instead of this. Sorry, I meant In Front of Me and White Girl Wasted.
It's the Heineken guitar.
You can edit that, right?
Yeah, I can edit that.
Oh, what's in here? Yeah, no. Fucking In Front of Me, White Girl Wasted, fucking awesome shit, man. White Girl Wasted is like it's almost like a band Death from Above. It's like sort of like the electro bass heavy punk. It's fucking sick. And In Front of Me is just like they're like another System of a Down. Like they're metal, but they got like a lot of punk and sort of like dialogue in their songs and shit. Yeah, so shout out to them. In terms of like bands I play with in Shanghai, I can't. Like there's a lot, but if I start naming them, the thing is I'll name like 10 of them and I'll forget like I just won't mention like 4 of them, and I'll leave somebody out. I'll leave people out. I wanna do shout outs, so what do you suggest?
I suggest think about it. And at the end, I'll be like, alright, do shoutouts.
Alright, T-Moose, The Machinery of Other Skeletons, Alpaca, Round Eye, Dirty Fingers, Spill Your Guts. I should stop right now.
And
There's other bands. I'm not mentioning them because then I'm just gonna go on forever and eventually leave out a couple.
Fair. Okay, so how's your trip been to Ontario? Been here a while.
I don't know why you look like it's like what's it like being back in Canada.
Yeah.
Ontario.
Because I saw you at your brother's show. You had a good time there.
Mm-hmm. Then that pinata with flour and paprika or something.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But there's. I'm just not gonna say it. Anyways, it's been good being back. Being back in Canada or Ontario, as you localize it to. It's been fucking awesome, man. It's the weird thing is like when I first came back after being in China for like a while and came back to Canada and I was like, I was so shocked by everything. But now I just go like one to the other and there's no shock anymore. There's no, I forgot about this. Oh, it's just like I just like do a switch and like I'm back now. So I don't get that. Like the first couple of times I came back, I just loved Canada. I was like, oh, you have this and this and this. And we don't have this. And then when I went back to China, I'm like, it's whatever the fuck. I don't get that anymore, so I miss that.
Okay, on that, what do you wish, like from Shanghai was here? And is there anything when you're in Shanghai you wish Canadian or Ontarian was in Shanghai?
That's what I bring from
What
each
would you
one.
trade?
Shanghai. I like the way they enforce laws. There's a law for everything, like drinking and smoking. You can't drink here in public, you can't smoke there, whatever, but everybody does it all the time. Like you'll go to a restaurant and you can't see the can't smoke sign because it's too many people be smoking sort of thing. So I like that there's freedom to like do whatever you want, but if it's fucking with anybody, they can enforce the law. So they have like, hey, this is what we should do, these are the laws, this is it. Are you guys down for this? And if they don't follow it, there's police is like, no, whatever, fuck, let them do what they want. And if anybody complains, like, they're fucking us up or whatever, they can enforce the law. So the laws are just pretty much, they put them there as like a safety net. So if they have to enforce it, they could. And so it's more freedom. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And if you're breaking the law on like a minor scale, they don't care. They don't want to worry themselves or bother themselves with that. But after, like, if you get, obviously, like, if you start shooting people and killing people, like, they'll bring the law on you or whatever the hell. But it's freer. They don't enforce law unless they actually need to. So, like, this is what you shouldn't do. If you can control yourselves under this, you're good. But if you fuck up past here, we gotta take care of you. Sort of
I
thing.
think they're more severe in Shanghai than they would be here. With the penalties, you mean?
No.
Once you do get penalized?
No, not necessarily. They are more extreme in the... They'll go to more extreme lengths in the end. But no, their punishments are fair for whatever they deem as a crime. Like for like if you piss test and you have to go to jail and shit.
Fair. Alright, compare your music from your band Hitobashira with Frenemy. Let's do it.
I can't.
Okay.
I love my brother!
Great band.
We're not anything alike, and Frenemy is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. I love fucking Frenemy. I want to do a tour. I want to do a tour with our band here, like Next summer we're either gonna do like Europe or North America. And I want to push for like a North America tour, and I want to fucking play in front of me. That'd be so fucking dope.
Nice. I'm gonna put this in your plant the seed right now. Then Gain Music Fest 2019.
We'll be there. But it has to be during the summer. Games in like what, March?
Yeah, March.
Yeah, not lucky.
All right. Once again, I try. Nick Belay.
Alright, hold on. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up to the council of Hitobashira, and we'll see what we can do. Maybe.
Fantastic. All right, it's time for Button Rebuttal. Pressed by Nick presents Button Rebuttal on Underplayed Underpaid, which is the show that you've been watching. All right, so we got buttons. You got buttons.
I get buttons. This is my reward.
You don't not yet.
Can I take a button? No, what the fuck?
You know what? You asked for a button, so you're gonna get a button.
I want a fucking button.
There you go. If you want a button, that's all you gotta do. Is say you want a button. So, generally, I'm just.
You should big words.
I'm gonna ask you a riddle, and if you don't get the riddle, I'm just gonna make you stick your hand in a dirty button bag. You might.
Wait, what's my time frame? How much like time do I have to answer the riddle? Like what's?
5 seconds. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Here's the riddle or question. How do you find a blind man in a nudist colony?
Call his name or something. Like he uses auditory sensory.
The answer is it's not hard. Because he's blind, so he can't see, so it's not hard. It's not hard. It's a joke. It's a riddle. Stick your hand in the bag.
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay,
I think my answer was perfectly good. Is that someone pretending to be Donald Trump?
Oh no, that's Stephen Harper. With anal beads coming out of his mouth.
Ever seen him wear glasses?
What else you get?
I don't know, some butthole or
it's
a hemorrhaging brain. I'm not the fuck sure.
No, that's the pro-life button. It's placenta.
I'm pro-death.
Thank you very much, Jason Schaller from Hitobashira for being a guest today on Underplayed Underpaid. Again, if you want to get hold of me, it's bryancfru@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to figure out a way to promote your music or whatever. And yeah, if again you want to listen to the band Hitobashira, it's hitobashiraband.bandcamp.com, and you can also contact them on Facebook in order to get merchandise. Right?
We do kids parties, bar mitzvahs, graduations. We'll sell out in a second. Nike, Adidas, I don't know. Whoever sells alcohol, Budweiser, Coors Light. Want to get into China? We'll sell it in a second.
Support.
Bam, like that. Support. Well, they're already there. But I meant like a company that's not in China that wants to like use this as a sort of vector. We'll sell it in a second. All our ideals, they can bend.
All right, thank you very much.
Awesome.
That's fun.